This is Carl from the Arizona Tri-State.
Carl from Arizona. What's on your mind?
Something fitting for the fun haft. It's something I noticed that I think Sam and Matt missed yesterday in the Joe Rogan clip with Dr. Phil. Mm-hmm. Right towards the end of their clip, one of the things that they talked about was that people aren't going back to work, and then they said they're taking up lazy lady jobs, which means they're specifically doing the lazy girl jobs. They're specifically like doing the Tim Pool thing of saying that women are quitting work to become like OnlyFans models and stuff.
Yeah. They're not like down in like the coal mines that are podcasting, you know?
That's why we've got all of these quiet quitters and lazy girl jobs and all that stuff out there that's really taken off on the internet.
But thanks for bringing that to our attention. Go ahead,
the obsession with OnlyFans from certain people is quite interesting because it bothers them that, you know, it's an area where women basically are the money makers there. Or if you're a guy and you want to make money on there, I'm sorry, and this is the other part that bothers them, and you want to be successful, your audience isn't going to be women. Your audience is going to be other men. So you either are a woman who is able to make a good source of income from OnlyFans, or you're a man who has to appeal to gay men to make a good source of income from OnlyFans. And that's really the crux of what bothers them. It's not if you're a straight man who doesn't want gay people looking at your content, then you're not going to find much of an audience on OnlyFans.
That's true. That's true.
But even on top of that, though, even with all that said, even of the women and men on OnlyFans who do make a decent income, they're like of the 0.1% of people on OnlyFans. Most people on OnlyFans don't make all that much money. Some people, it's like a side gig for them. If even that, I've read there are people who just do it for fun and get like beer money. Like it's not even enough to be considered like a side project or a side gig.
Or like that story of that one teacher who was doing it for a side hustle and then got fired the second anybody found out.
Yes,
yeah, I think it is really
too.
I think it is really gross that that we police people. What they do on their spare time that has nothing to do with their, it doesn't affect their job, their full-time main job at all. And on top of that, those full-time main jobs don't pay them enough that they don't have to do other stuff. Like the nerve of like the world we live in, like the employers, the nerve of these people to say like, oh, we're gonna pay you like $50K as a mother, a teacher who is a mother or father of 2 kids in the city, in a city where the cost of living is expensive. We're gonna only pay you $50K, if even that. And on top of that, we're going to police what you can do in your spare time that can make that you do to make extra money to make up for our lack of paying you enough. Like it is gross. I'm sorry.
It really is.
That really pisses me off when that happens.
Appreciate the call, Carl. Real quick.
One more aspect of that is also when I first heard that, my brain, because I know a couple of them on Twitter, the people in that type of industry, and I'm like, the amount of work that they have to do to keep up their appearance would make you sweat, you old fat fellow.
He's already sweating from all the like meat and freaking like whatever the supplements coursing through his veins. But appreciate the call, Carl. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Emma. Thanks, Matt.
Sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Carl. JR in Philly, Joe Rogan,
Emma
and Dr.
heard
Phil.
that he was about to say something nice about me, and she was like, I got to hang up.
I know. This is only praise for me on this program. JR in Philly says Joe Rogan and Dr. Phil are echoing the manosphere assholes on Tim Pool who say that women are born with $1 million in their pocket, presumably because they can objectify themselves with OnlyFans or have men take care of them. The misogyny is just wild.
Again, it is so funny that that's the thing. Like, again, like I said, OnlyFans, that's like, that's because the women on OnlyFans who make a lot of money are actually doing the full-fledged, like they're showing everything, or they're already famous from something else.
Right.
And they basically are able to basically use that as a jump off to make money on OnlyFans, which requires them to do, a lot of work on whatever other career they did to get to that fame level to begin with. But when it comes to like that thing, like in general, in life, they're able to. That time and time again, that's shown to be bullshit. Like, again, unless you're dealing with like actual adult entertainment, which is like the one industry where women are making more money, because obviously that's what people are paying for. Like, you always hear like men complain about, oh, these women Twitch streamers make so much money. It's so easy for them. But if you look at the top paid streamers on Twitch, it's all men. It's all men. Even though you think that the top, grossing streamers are all women because it's just so easy for them, they're not.
Yeah,
they're not.
Also, if it's so easy, bro, like, and if you want to do it so badly, because you're already famous, Tim Pool, Joe Rogan, if you wanted to jerk off on OnlyFans, you could actually make a lot of money. You could parlay your podcasting into showing everybody you jerking off. So, like,
right, that's a
get
great
to
point.
it.
They're famous. They're known by for the industry they're in, and just like you see actresses, or a big thing now is pro wrestlers when they leave the WWE and they no longer have those like rules they have to abide to, where they can't do that stuff. They take their wrestling fan base over to OnlyFans, and they make tons of money being able to do that. You guys are famous.
Chop,
Go over there, show a little skin. It'll be easy peasy for you.
Chop. I mean, people might vomit, and you might send some people to the hospital showing all of that on camera, Tim Pool. But like at the same time, you'll be making bank.
No, I mean, listen, I'm not going to kink shame. There's probably someone out there who wants to see that little hoodie on that little head of his.
What little hoodie? Which little hoodie are we talking about?
Excuse me, little, what's the hat called? Beanie, that's what I meant to say.
Beanie, but you were thinking of another hoodie, and we don't need to talk about that.